Hello, this is David, and welcome to Equity Story. Again, our market had a sort of a green day, which is great, and the ASX 200 is certainly starting to look like it could potentially trade in a higher range for the coming month, which would be fantastic. I do think it's important not to get sort of too carried away with the recent sort of price action. It's sort of mainly been pushed up by the financials, and I'll give you a little show you the financials chart. You can see. Utilities today, telecoms, and a few of the other sectors are actually in the red today. But as you can see, with the financials actually looking quite bullish with a little buy signal. So possibly that sort of recovery that you're seeing with the banks could continue next week. And as you know, the banks form a big part of our ASX 200. So again, whether that pushes up the rest of the market, we'll wait and see. It didn't really push, I think, today, or take as many of the stocks with it as I would have liked. But again, it's a fair day, and certainly we're not complaining. As we can see, just with the trends we've got on at the moment, it's a little bit boring. But again, SGR actually looking really good, with more likely sort of turn up on that buy signal, so it's good price action. CSL again, just doing everything right, up again a little bit more today. It's what you want. Hanson Group up 1.6%, looking fine. TPM, absolutely excellent. So all these stocks absolutely trading beautifully, but like I said, I don't think they've really been dragged along as much as I would have liked. A lot of the stocks that you see that have been doing really well, I'd say I call them sort of some of these banks, and they're actually not companies that I'm really that interested in. They're sort of, you see these recovery stocks. It's a little bit of people trying to pick bottoms and hoping they recover. Again, like I said, we want to buy these stocks when they're over these moving averages. And yes, if our banks are trending, nothing more than we love to trend a bank that's giving a good dividend. But at the moment, we still feel, if you actually look at the banks, they're actually still pretty negative to us. So we'd much rather concentrate our abilities and our powers picking out sort of good solid trends which are going up. I'd just like to say we had some really quite interesting movements today on some of the smaller caps that are sort of 10 baggers, and WGL had a nice jump today of 18%, so I think they're starting to get their act together. Some good news on their VPN systems. I think that app is making those services twice as fast, which is excellent, and gives them huge potential to grow this business. Great to see little MOY, real star for us recently. Obviously, a 100% gain we've had in this stock again. Most of the gold stocks, like we said, could turn down. They have started to. They're looking a bit weak today, but Millennium, again, such a strong story, holding up absolutely beautifully. So great price action. I often get asked questions about the 10 baggers. People say, Dave, what's your favorite 10 bagger? And I'll tell you what, at the moment, what it has been for a long time is Eden Energy. I think this is a fantastic company. It's backed by the state of Georgia. It's got the most, I think, one of the most amazing products. This concrete. It's twice as strong, half the price to produce, and I think the company's growing their business model in so many other areas as well. Again, if you actually look at this chart, this is actually looking very, very bullish, and I don't think it'll be long before they go and retest those highs, which were at around 35 cents. So I think Eden Energy could be a great place to be, certainly for the next month or so, next 2 months, even for next year. I think this stock, give this stock a year and a half, this potentially could be a dollar stock. It's absolutely fantastic. I'd like to say good decision. Blackmores, I think we did really well. We didn't try and pick the bottom of it. We were excited as we saw it going down, simply because it's one of the great stories on the ASX and on the ASX 200 now. And it was great. I think we had seeing this down at 130. We didn't pick the bottom. We waited till we could see it move up, and then we took our chance, turned this into a 3-year growth story, which we believe it is. And again, I think already we're up around sort of 6-7% on Blackmores, and I think there's a lot more to come. Again, if you haven't read about the story of Blackmores, please go to the website and read up about it, because it's certainly well worth adding to your 3-year growth portfolio. I have to mention little Kappa. We spoke about it yesterday. Good little bit of volume yesterday, a bit of volume today, and obviously the rumors are starting to circle a little bit, and hopefully that there could be some good news coming out of Kappa. If there is some good news that comes out of Kappa, this stock, I don't know where the share price could be, but it could be obviously multiples of where it is now. I've got to mention Catapult. Catapult has run, if you actually look at this, it's run really hard, and this stock we put this stock on at, I think, around $2 or just under. This has been another 100% doubler for Equity Story in 4 or 5 months, which is just absolutely extraordinary. When we bought this stock at, I can't remember originally, I think it was around just under $2. It jumped to $2.50. We took profits. We said, no, we made a mistake, guys. Get back in. And now it's went as over $4 today. So again, please don't just look at 10 baggers. We've got 3-year growth stories that are having tremendous leaps of faith and making a lot of money for us. So Caterpillar have done an acquisition. They did a capital raising, much less than the share price today. It dropped down to 342, and bang, people bought it up, because obviously the market really are getting excited about this company, and obviously the acquisition they did is very, very exciting. I'd just like to say, listen, thank you for all members of Equity Story. We get a lot of nice emails all the time, which is absolutely fantastic. And I'd just like to announce we have a new 10 bagger coming next week. So we're being a little bit careful which 10 baggers we're putting on at the moment. I do want to see a bit of revenue coming out of them, and I think potentially we've got a really, really exciting story. So keep your eye on the internet. If we put this 10 bagger out, and will be sometime between 11 and 12 on Monday morning. Anyway, thank you very much for listening to Equity Story, and have a great weekend. Good night.